Hello, everyone, and welcome to Spiritual Insight. I am Tiffany White, Sage Woman, and it is a beautiful evening, March 19th, this beautiful Sunday. Um, just wanted to let everyone know how grateful I am for each and every one of you to sit in the sacred circle this evening, for taking the time. Um, to when you have the right time and in the right time zone, right, Veronica? Oh, Veronica, I'm so glad you're here with us this evening. But just thank you, each and every one of you. So whether you're watching this show live or in the replay, please know that the energy has already been set for you in this sacred space, because universe always knows where you're going to be and where you're watching. So your space is reserved. And just want to welcome all of our live viewers. We're streaming live on YouTube, on Rumble, on my LinkedIn, and on Twitter now. We are live streaming to Goldylocks Productions on Twitter. And so if you are on Twitter, you can just check out the shows. To be sure to follow Goldylocks Productions on Twitter. And all the descriptions, all the links are in the descriptions for the shows. But I'll post it in the chat for the YouTube viewers, and actually probably put it on the screen here. But it's at Golden8 Tiffany. That is how you find me on YouTube, but it is under Goldylocks Productions. So you can either search Goldylocks Productions, on Twitter, or at Golden8 Tiffany on Twitter. Okay, there we go. Make that correction there. We're so many places trying to keep them, keep it all organized and straight. It's kind of like a tongue twister sometimes, right? But that we appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you so much. And of course, all the audio from the shows do go to multiple music and podcast streaming platforms. So yes, just welcome, and we appreciate you. And before we get started, because I always seem to forget to promote yourself, here's my website, whitesagewoman.com, WHITE Sage Woman, one woman, WOMAN, whitesagewoman.com. You can check it out. I do plan on this week just doing a little update, maybe just adding more to my profile as far as maybe expressing a little bit more of who I am. For those that don't watch the show, you guys, you know who I am. But maybe just be a little bit more, because it's really about who I am. We are who we are, right? I am who I am. But not so much, this is whatever certifications we had, or that it's our experiences make us who we are, right? And so I will be updating that. Be sure to just check out my services, and there you go. All right, so I did that. Check. Just to let you know too that there is a 20% off sale going on right now until Wednesday, in our Spreadshirt shop, Goldylocks Productions Spreadshirt shop. It's 20% off. It's a good sale. And so I'm just good. Again, all the links are in the descriptions wherever you're watching. Just scroll down. I do have, actually in the descriptions, it says Goldylocks Productions shop. It takes you to Goldylocks Productions website where it lists, we have a couple of shops. All right. So the Spreadshirt shop is the one that's 20% off sale. Okay. So hello, Teresa. Oh, you're right on time. You're not late. You're right on time. Yay. Right at this moment. It's perfect. And, speaking of time, so this is the last day of winter. The last day of winter. So technically, it would be New Year's Eve. Because tomorrow is spring, which would be the new year. Which, if we're following nature's calendar and nature's cycle, not a calendar that has been I don't know, updated and hacked so many times. But if we're following nature's calendar, then tonight it's New Year's Eve and tomorrow is New Year of spring, right? So Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year Eve. Woohoo, party. Kidding. But yay. For me, that consists of, ooh, how are we going to plant in the gardens and what seeds and this and that. That's my speed for party. Yeah. So anyway, just adding some fun to it. But this is really the new start of the year is tomorrow in spring, because this is the cycle of nature. Hello, Wendy. Thank you for joining us. And do you know, maybe those who do remember, way back when the presidential, oh my goodness, inaugurations, the presidential inaugurations were March 20th, 21st. It was the new year. All right. That's when they used to do them. And somehow it got pushed to January, so we just are wrapping up the winter, wrapping up the former year, that cycle, and starting a new one. So that's when they used to do them. The presidential inaugurations were in, bringing in the new presidents were in March at this spring equinox. And so it makes sense. Don't do any New Year resolutions. They don't stick very well because you're working against nature when you try to do that in January instead of in March. So now, tomorrow, you can try your New Year resolutions again and see if it works. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, great changes are happening, Veronica. Thank you so much for your donation, Veronica. And I'm going to give some messages later, and you will be first. Okay. So thank you so much. All those that make a donation, they will be first when it's time to give messages. All right. And in the order that they donate in as well. So, hello, Melissa. All right. Yeah. So, and the Schumann resonance. Wow. This morning at 8 o'clock, it was 25. And I thought that was high. And I've been, I monitor it every day. I like to see where it is and to how I'm feeling as well. And it usually matches up. It's like, wow, this is really great. And so I just checked it at 8 o'clock. And then I saw that someone had left a message on our Twitter. Goldylocks, I'm sorry. Too many T's on our Goldylocks Productions Telegram channel. Someone had posted. And so I went to go see, whoa, what is it? Who made a post, And it was Ruth sharing that the Schumann resonance was 52. I'm like, what? 52? So it's funny because it started off as 25 and then now 52. It's like the numbers flipped. So it doesn't make me chuckle when I saw that. And I was like, ooh, wow. Today, energy, lots of, you can feel it there was a windy day. You can feel it in the wind. You could smell it. You just know. It's like, ooh, this is going to be an exciting new year. Moving forward from tomorrow to the rest of 2023. It's going to be or this next year's cycle from tomorrow to next February, nature's year cycle. It's going to be a wild ride. I mean, the wildest we probably ever have. So buckle up, buttercups, So, Veronica, you're so funny. You could never have too many teas. I'm on my third cup. Exactly. There you go. You're so sweet. I love it. All right. And so, did I post that already? Yes, I did. Okay. Again, I just posted the link for Goldylocks Productions on Telegram. Again, all these links are in the description. But for those watching on YouTube, there's a live chat in it. And so just make it easy for everyone there. We do have a live chat too on Rumble. There's a button that's join the live chat, and on Rumble, you can join in there. Uh, and so Twitter, I just get a notification that someone had made a comment. So there you go. All right, very easy to join in and to comment. So let's see, talked about that. Just going through. If I don't have an outline, I will miss something. So let's see. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna do an update too in a few minutes about an update on how my indoor plants are doing with electric culture. Ooh, so I have some pictures to show you, some updates on how my plants are doing. And so, yeah, it's going to be fun times. Let's see. Do I want to start with that? I'm trying to just go with the flow here. All right, so we're going to talk about this first. Then, well, hello, Nancy. Thank you for your super sticker, your donation. And when I give messages, you will be second. Okay. So thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. It all goes towards production costs. So, all right. Now, I was guided to share this morning conversation with my committee, with my team, with my high frequency, those for our highest and greatest, always for highest and greatest high frequency. Okay. And so it's I try to use the terms of light because there's fake light, there's false light too. So when you say divine, and when you say for your highest and greatest, for your high frequency, just say the beings that are the highest and closest to source, just high frequency, because I have great guides that are on different densities or different frequencies, and they're all great. But you just want high frequency guidance here, all right? And so I was, hey, let's talk about this, And I'm like, okay, because this is what's happening. A lot of us may not even realizing, okay? Um, I know, Nancy, I got it. I registered for it for Elena Danon's webinar, and I know the time change. You probably didn't realize I have it on my calendar as 5, but it was actually 6. And so I was like, well, I have it. I'm going to go I'll go watch it tomorrow. But I know, I bet it was great, wasn't it, Nancy? Just say yes or no, but no spoilers. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. So, oh, no, you're right on time, too. Let me see, Veronica. Hello, Robin. See, Veronica, I finally made my crystal spirals. I'm planning to use them to help some plant cuttings. I've never had success growing. Oh, you've got to keep me updated. And we'll get to that when I get to the electroculture part. And anyone that wants to share, and this is, again, probably jumping ahead, share anything, really, anything that is discussed on this show. You can please just send me an email or notify me. You can contact me through my website. For those who have or for friends on Facebook, you can contact me through there as well. So I love to see like validations. If you wanted to share or anything like that, just hey, yeah, let's do it. I bet it was great. Thanks, Nancy, for that. Hello, Destiny. Okay, so I want to express, because I always try to keep these things. These are my experiences, and please note that they're my experiences. I'm not telling you, what's right, what's wrong, or anything. I'm just sharing my experiences with you. Hello, Maureen. Everyone's thinking they're late. You're right on time. So guided meditations. Why I don't like them. Why I don't prefer guided meditations. And we're seeing evidence of this now. Okay. Why I don't like guided meditations in my personal experiences. And so I really, with my spirituality, I felt like there wasn't too many, I didn't know too many other people who could see, sense, and the things, the abilities that I could for a long time. It wasn't until we got out of the South and came to the North, to Connecticut, and then I met other people who were like me, and I was guided. Oh, why don't you go to a spiritualist church? Hello, Sarah. And So I did that and sat. There was a lot more spirituality, let me say that, because I don't want to think that spiritual churches are bad. I went to 3 different ones and only one I had bad experience with, and it was the people. Okay, it was just some of the people make it. It's not their belief system. Okay, anyway, jealousy and ego is a terrible thing, no matter what, whether it's job, belief, whatever, right? Jealousy and ego, it just runs rampant anywhere, and so in trying to maybe discover who I was, which, let me tell you, the best way to discover who you really are is inside yourself, to keep doing that. Hello, Carolyn. Um, but I needed to experience being around others and with their abilities. But I was in a meditation group and guided meditation. All right, and the facilitator, um, you know, he would start. I only went to 2 of them. The first one, it was good. I was like, okay, all right. My thing though is that when I don't like the energies, I take off and I go do my own little meditation thing and come back. Well, I found myself doing that, and I thought maybe I need more discipline. And went again, same facilitator, and didn't realize, and I found out that he could see energy too. And so I found myself taking off again. And I was like, la la la. And he called me out in the circle, stopped the meditation, called me out and said, "Stop drifting. You've got to stay with us." And I was like, wow, you're gonna stop this meditation and call me out. You think you're embarrassing me in front of everyone? And I was like, excuse me? And I was like, what's really sad is when you have somebody with your abilities and you're going to let ego saturate and get in the way, and I was like, you got to let everyone do their own thing, because if you're trying to control me by making sure that I'm following your guidance, that throws red flags off for me big time. And I got up and walked out. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Um, if you're uncomfortable, leave. I don't care what anyone thinks or says. They'll know, like, wow, okay, what, you can't pull a fast one with this person. I was like, no, I'm done. And so I got up, and I had to go through and experience a lot of things, like all of us do. Our experiences are great teachers, let me tell you. And I found that I take leaps and bounds when I take that time and sit down and, okay, journaling. Oh, you know, my mind goes faster than my hand, or not my mind, but the information comes to me and through me so much faster than I can write sometimes. So I started doing a video blog, a video, diary, so to speak, a video journal, and just sit down and just do it that way, is so much easier and better for me. Because if you're thinking too, really look at all these futuristic shows they have, like Star Trek and all that. They weren't sitting there journaling. They were leaving like these little messages at the end, right? The captain's log, so and so and so. They were talking. I'm just saying. That's my excuse. Anyway. uh, anyway. So, but it's taking that time, finding what makes you pay attention, and being comfortable in your space. And if you take off, you take off. And where are you going? Because a lot of people can go high frequency and jump leaps and bounds very quickly, and you got to let them do their thing. When you try to stop and control somebody, control, right there, that's the key word. Get up, walk away. All right, that's why I feel that way. Even today, we have to be careful on who we're listening to, and making sure that the information that's being put forth, is for everyone's highest and greatest. It's something that everyone can take something from. And I can tell you, this team on Goldylocks Productions, they are truly spiritual professionals. We're not perfect, okay? But, we check ourselves, and we help check each other too, in a very loving and supportive way. All right, in a very loving and supportive way. Um, so let me go back and catch on some of these comments here. Let's see, Carolyn, after 12 years of volunteering, taking classes, teaching classes, organizing guests, I walked away. Yeah, right? Exactly. I got really involved with it too. And then I wanted to do the certified mediumship, but the thing is, like, you can only work at spiritual churches. The same thing with if you wanted to go through the ministry, you could only do that in their churches. And I was like, wow, that puts it in a box. I was like, I want to be available for the whole world. I want to be available for everyone, not just for this. So I end up walking away too. But I am grateful for my experiences. So please don't. And absolutely, nature has always been my church. We have to feel our own vibration. Nature is my church. Exactly. Exactly. There used to be a bumper sticker. I think it was in the 80s, 90s, maybe, or something. People like bumper stickers. Look, I'm dating myself. Bumper stickers, people. Um, there used to be a bumper sticker that I saw. It had the word church, but the UR was out of it, or kind of like floating or below or something. And it's like, what's missing from church? You are. And I was like, no, they should make a different bumper sticker that says, you are church. Get out in nature. Uh, but yeah, exactly. Nature, 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 always. Carol Ann, I wouldn't be doing this work if I didn't attend, but times was up and I moved on. I totally relate with that, Carol Ann. Absolutely. Robin, yes, I went to a spiritualist church. The lady got on my case for being in my own world. Crazy, I totally relate. I stopped going because I could not follow the rules. Yep, that's the way I feel about word molding. That's that word magic, word molding. They control, that's so true. It happens, and we've been under that spell of the words and manipulation, right? Veronica, I love the captain's log idea, right? Yes, yes. But yes, we are captains and commanders of our own ships. Why not leave a log? Star date March 19th. And if you want to talk like Captain Kirk used to, you could do that too. Have fun. It actually, when you have fun with it, it flows more. It really does. Anyway, okay. Wendy, when I thought I was a novice, I did guided meditations. I haven't done them in years. Right. You don't really have to do that. Right now, music. Just listen to music. Music. Listen to the solfeggio tones, the high frequency, the hertz, the sounds, the tones with nature. I love listening to on YouTube. I'll play it loud so my plants can hear and my dog and everyone, the sacred space, can hear. I turn it up. My favorite is like the 432 hertz, really soft, gentle music, and it has birds singing. Birds. And it was just like, oh, yeah, yeah. So no matter what day, if it's cloudy, there's birds singing all the time. And nature responds. The plants love bird singing. And it's like, oh, I love this. And so that is really good. All right. Great experiences. Veronica, I should so talk in the voice. I know, right? Everyone's going to do their Captain Kirk voices, maybe, or Spock, or who knows? Oh, the original Star Trek, right? Okay. So now, also too, any of the pain, and we talked about this, the pain, how it can feel painful as we're purging. But I got more clarity on that. Is that the pain that we may feel? Okay, yeah, just say this. Okay, so the pain we may feel is a part of us that's returning to us, part of our shadow self that was enslaved, fragmented parts of self returning to us. They call it soul retrieval, but there's and please, anyone that does this as a profession, it's not a jab towards you. It's not. But unless you understand where, or unless you can comprehend where those fragments really are and what you're dealing with, it's sometimes dangerous to try to attempt to do that. And my guides has always told me to stay away from that, these fragments come back to you when you're ready for healing. Okay? Fragmented parts of self, though, now during this ascension time, is coming back to everyone. Ready or not, here they are. You're not being attacked. No one else is attacking you. Our brothers and sisters, we're not being attacked from that. We're not being attacked. And sometimes it can feel like, am I feeling someone else's purging? And we have to know what's ours and what's not. And some of our shadow stuff has been away from us for so long that it feels like a bomb's been dropped on us when it returns to us. But we just have to, and we will recognize it going, oh, yeah, your energy, your soul will know this is ours. And we just need to love it, nurture it, like, love it, hug it, give it some love. And bring that energy back to balance. And once it's to balance, all right, then is this going to serve me or not? I'm going to take this experience, but any heaviness drops off. That's purging. So we are purging, purging, purging. Okay. And but it's our soul fragments are returning to us. Okay. Don't fight it. Don't push it away. Don't be so quick to, oh, I'm really good with protecting myself. Well, don't push yourself away. You're just delaying your work that you need to do. Okay. This is where we have to pay attention to what's my energy, what's not, and what I'm going to let in. Not everything is an attack. Some things are returning to us to be balanced. Okay. And yes, it is painful, emotional. We've all had PTSD. And I'll tell you, the soul fragments that come back to us, woo! Yeah. PTSD to the max. Okay. And because they were tortured, that fragment was tortured wherever it was. And we're all bringing back all parts of ourselves. We have to do that to heal, to rebalance, and purge what we no longer need. But we're also gaining experience from that too. Know that we, good and bad, yes, we feel that PTSD, we feel that pain, we feel that heaviness. And your body feels heavy. And it's like, ooh, I need to work on this. Or I must have got another part of my soul fragment came in. And that happened to me the other day. My legs felt so heavy. And I was like, oh, my legs feel, there's a heaviness. And I was like, okay, so I've always had sore knees. And I was like, you know what? I wonder if I'm getting more of fragmented souls coming back in, fragmented part of myself. And so I lay down, do some healing on myself, sound healing, and it released. And so it was like, yes, it's exactly what it was. Pay attention to where you're feeling the heaviness in your body. All right. And so let me get back up. Can we? Yes, we'll do some balancing and grounding very soon. We will do that. So yes. Yeah. Yes, Carol Ann, spiritual churches have a certain philosophy and a high standard for mediumship. They really do. I got tremendous training and appreciation. I also teach that way, a hard ass. No, you're beautiful. Sometimes, though, and I always said, you know what? I just want that swift kick. I just want that hard ass teacher. I wanted someone to say, know that it's not wrong, but let's consider this. Okay. Because a lot of people, if you stand up and say no and this, I think we've lost the debate. We've lost all discussions of debate. It's like, do as I say, or there's an argument. And we need to have a discussion, a very loving discussion with one another. We don't have to agree. We don't have to agree at all. We can agree to disagree and still love each other. Right? Oh, thank you for this discussion about purging. God bless Tiffany. Oh, God bless Carol Ann. God bless us all. This might be why I'm so tired and emotional. Yes. All right, Wendy, I had a dream the other night that I was healing 6 different lives all at the same time. There you go, Wendy. And here's a kicker thing. We're not only healing our soul fragments. When we're doing that, we're healing our ancestral fragments too. We're healing our whole ancestral line. We are the ones that our ancestors were waiting for. They saw us coming. They knew we were coming. I know to put it in words, it sounds like, what? I got to do all that stuff too. But know that they're not just giving you their stuff to deal with. You also get all of their magic, their powers. They are lending that to you as well. That's part of you. It's in your DNA. And it was also part of our DNA as our divinity. And that is, woo! Yeah, right there. All right, I've been having crazy dreams. Useful information, thanks. You're welcome. Let's see. If you need your ass kicked, just need that foot up the butt, like, hey. Right? Exactly. I just need that nudge. And so it's I don't know if people were scared of me or what, but no one would stand up or say anything to me. And it's like they were always scared of me. And I just wanted one person to just, maybe they were, oh, she's crazy. Just let her go. Just let her talk. Let her say something. Just one person to stand up and go, no. And I've been okay with that. But it's like everyone was scared of you. I don't know. It was weird. That's how I felt as a teenager. Let's see, Robin. I have been doing Reiki, Qui-Gon, and lots of sound healing. That's beautiful. All right, Maureen over on Rumble. I've been listening for a few days now, the 432 hertz on YouTube all night when I sleep, and I sleep so good, right? Absolutely. Personally, 432 is my favorite. I know it's not part of the Savaggio tones, but when in listening to all the Savaggio tones and different frequencies, the 432 instantly is grounding. And it just, yeah, it does. That's great. That's great, Maureen. It's great things to fall asleep too. All right, so now let's so I can leave time for some messages too. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. No, of course I can. I'm going to share some pictures. I want to give you an update on the electroculture. And for those of you who are not familiar with electroculture, it was my February show. Let me look it up. And I do have that in the topic. I think it's my February 5th. My February 5th show, The Spiritual Insight, the topic was electroculture. I went into great detail about it. So for time's sake tonight, I'm not going to go into great detail about it, but you can look it up. I don't say it's like it's a hot topic lately, but you can really find it all over YouTube as well. Right? So I'm going to share some updates, pictures I showed before in that February 5th show. And then now here's some updates that I'm going to share about with some of those plants. Now I don't have the befores, where I'm going to share from, but these are the current ones. And for those who can remember, and actually this one here, there is an update to this. This is Caroline. I know that you grow sweet potato slips, right? This was from sweet potato slips inside. Now, this is all growing inside. And here I have a copper pyramid here. And then here's one of this is just a bamboo skewer, like you would use for shish kebabs, barbecuing. It's a bamboo skewer, and you can cut them in half or get them really long. And so I have this one wrapped in copper wire. All right. And so you can see one of the vines loved the spiral, loved that energy, and went right up. It wrapped itself around it. I thought that was really neat. But so this is taking wood, bamboo sticks, skewers, wrapping them with copper. You could do copper and brass because that's zinc, copper and zinc. And when you think about a battery, copper and zinc, what this does is it electrifies, it remagnetizes the soil. You don't need fertilizer. You don't need pesticides. You don't need anything. It fertilizes the soil to how it should be, as nature intended. And these here in the back, they're radishes that I started from seed. There's another copper pyramid that kind of took over. I don't know if you can still see the copper pyramid back there, but and then so they will grow as long as your antenna. That's what I'm gonna call here. They will grow as tall as your antenna. So I put a tall one there so they would grow. But these radishes from seed inside, a lot of people said that's crazy. You're going to have a hard time, but not really. Now with these seeds, let me tell you what I did. I put some under my tongue. Some of the seeds I put under my tongue and let my saliva, okay, with these seeds, and took them out and then planted them. Another way, if that grosses you out, you can do it is you can just spit in your hand and put some seeds in it, rub it around, let the seeds soak up your saliva. This is a old school, ancient way of, you know what, the seeds are now programmed into you and will give you what you need. What nutrients are you missing? What vitamins are you missing? We're going to give this to you. So I'm excited. I love radishes. I love them in salads. I'll eat them by themselves. So that's what's growing there. An update on this was much smaller. This is a mum plant. I have mum plants outside, and all summer, if any of them broke off, I would put them in water, let the roots grow again, let it grow, and then I replant. This was half the size, and I put an antenna here and another antenna with a crystal, and this is double the size since I did that. Oh, this is cute. This is called a ribbon plant or a curly ribbon. It looks fake. It just looks so perfect, doesn't it? But it's called a curly ribbon plant. I was so intrigued by it because it was so unusual. But look, ever since putting the antenna, it's got new growth in there. Yay! This is my basil plant in the kitchen named Tony. Let's see if you can get that. Anyway, this is basil. This is Tony, my basil plant. Look, just shot right up. Look how high it is. I take leaves off, like 2 to 3 leaves, big leaves once they're ready, and add them to my. I take a morning protein shake, so they get added in there too. Now this beautiful. Woo. Okay. Time for some water. Yay! Succulents. All right. These were laying over and just laying down. As soon as I put this antenna in, look, this is curving. It's trying to stand up. It's trying to reach this antenna height. Look at that. It rises up. Except for the draping ones. These will drape. That's fine. But I'm just amazed that these all stood up now. They were laying down and now they're standing up. Okay. Oh, this is the top. I'm focusing in on, look at this little bamboo stick, wrapped it with the copper wire and wrapped it around one of my crystals and did a fancy little thing. I thought this was creative for me. Let's go up. Ooh, so this is the very top of this. Look, this is a very long bamboo one that I have in here, stake that's wrapped with copper. This here is an 18-year-old peace lily plant that I'm trying to revive. And peace lilies can get very tall. I'll be surprised if it gets that tall, but I just want it used to be very big. 18 years old, I am amazed that it has held on this long. And then this is another, I put a big bamboo one in this one. There's 2 dragon plants and this fern. This fern was a small little fern when I started off. This is years ago, and it just really took over. Well, they're all loving being together. And then this bamboo stick too. Of course, this fern's just draping over. It's really taken off. And then this is a bunch of ivy together. And then a little surprise, there's another plant that was in here. Okay, so this is the sugar palm. And I have to tell you, this one fell over. It wouldn't even root. And so I would have to support it. Well, as soon as I put this big bamboo stick in, wrapped with copper, of course, it's rooted. And it's like there, I used to be able to have to hold up. Now it does have no support. This is all on its own, and the window is here, so it's going to. It keeps moving. So wow, that was a big shocker for me. I went to go tug on it, and it was like it was tight in there now. Whereas before I had to keep, like I said, oh goodness, I have to get this supported. So I'm really happy with that. Look at this ivy, just went crazy. Um, this one I'm trying to bring back to life. This was a Mayer lemon tree, Mayer lemon tree. They did give me 3 lemons, and then it just kaput. Yep. And so I wrapped this one itself. I wrapped this branch and did a fancy top, a bigger top, a little antenna on top, and then I started off with putting this stake here. Then I finally just wrapped it, and I got a little growth here, so it's coming back. Um, this one here, it's another type of orange. I can't pronounce calendrium, little small oranges. Look at that, boom, taken off. You know, uh, these are fruit trees you can grow inside. Oh, my little fairy, my little mushroom circle there, little fairies. Okay, so and then now, remember, we're back to where we started. Look, this has got even more growth, and this is just several days later. Yeah, because I was taking pictures. Oh, actually, it was a week. I thought I was going to go over it last week, and I didn't. So that was a week's growth. Yeah, it just got even higher in a week's time. So I hope you enjoyed those pictures. That's what electric culture can do on the inside. I cannot wait to get planting outside. And I've got designs on how I want to do that, whether with the stakes and the pyramids and just, yes. The pyramid shape itself is very healing. So we talked about that, I think, in shows before, Pyramid Powers. You can look that up as well. Just the pyramid power. So that is amazing and very powerful. And whoo, look. Oh, but that was something to, you know, oh. Okay, let me, 432 is what I tune my ukuleles to. Yes, all musicians, Wendy, should tune their instruments to 432 hertz. Oh, I just have to hear you say 432 and burping. See, Veronica, somebody's burping and I'm burping too. I love these pictures. I'm so excited. Oh, yay. I know, right? So amazing. I'm so excited. So what you do is this is the way I was doing it, is you take your bamboo, and I think I did go over the instructions, but you start at the bottom. I start at the bottom and start going in a clockwise wrap, okay, to the top. And then you plant it in that way. Um, if you're in Australia, if you're in the southern hemisphere, what you're going to do is a counterclockwise wrap. Okay, so northern hemisphere gets a clockwise wrap, southern hemisphere gets a counterclockwise wrap. But it works. It's amazing. I've heard Europeans say that I watched one video. I think there was a comment, and some Europeans were agreeing that, oh, now I understand why my grandmother or my aunt, or they would throw pennies in the soil to get the tulips to grow. What are pennies? Copper. Well, before 1982, they were 95% copper. So if you get pennies before 19, I'd say 1981 is that cutoff point. So when I look for pennies, I see them. I was like, oh, they got to be older than 1981. 1981 and older, it's 95% copper. 1982 on, it's copper, zinc, and maybe a mix of something else. Well, copper and zinc's not bad. That's great, but what's the other thing too? So then really, any pennies now, and how many people, when they would used to carry change in their pocket, especially the men. I remember my grandfather always, liked to change in both pockets, he said, because it helped him feel grounded and balanced. And I never understood. Maybe it was because of the pennies. Oh, and they used real silver dollars at one point. So then you have this copper and silver in your pockets. And for the men who carry the change and like to carry change in both pockets, you're balancing yourself. Food for thought. Everything starts to click. Click, 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 click. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so we may go over a little bit if I give messages, because I'm giving messages to everyone. But let's start off with some little sound healing. Burpee fork time, Veronica. We call it burpee fork. Makes us burp. Here, we're going to start with the 432 hertz. Yay, hello, Leno. Great timing. $432. Breathing in through your nose. Okay, so we know about the spirals and how that's a powerful coil, right? Coiling up the spiral. Our nose, our sinuses is a spiral. This is why we need to breathe in through our nose. You can exhale through your mouth, but it's, if you can breathe in and out, nose, that's great. But the most important thing, let's at least breathe in. And then if you want to exhale through your mouth, you can try different ways. Go in and then out. That's good too. Okay. But I thought that was fascinating too. It spirals up. Of course, energy coils. All right. Yay. Now the next one. Are you still feeling good, vibrating? Remember my little crystal tuner one, the 4096 hertz. Now, y'all have heard me in the past or heard this on this crystal here. But you know what? Tonight, I got this crystal. Oh! Are y'all ready? Yeah. Here we go. Ooh. Whoa. So take a deep breath with this one, and it's like you can feel it go up your nose and right out your crown chakra. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, party time, right? New Year's Eve. Actually, you know what? Veronica is on, well, for her, the fall equinox. Spring equinox is the beginning of the year. So she's got her fall equinox. So I know, right? Woo! All right. Wow, I know. I know. Very good. I know, right? Woo! Oh my gosh. My goodness. Make sure you just stay hydrated. Drink some water on that. Yes. Woo! Okay, so if you want a message, put it in the comments. I will write it down really quick, and I'm gonna make sure that I get. Oh my goodness, I have to talk first. Woo! I will give messages this evening, and I want to make sure that I get everyone. Of course, I'm using Goldylocks Productions Energize cards. Thought I would use these. I haven't used these in a while, and I was like, need to use these. Feeling it, need to use them, so that's what I will do. And I keep little crystals in this tin box too. Keep the cards energized. Okay, so as you put message, please, I'm writing it down so I can do it in the order of who asked, but I'm going to take care of Veronica and Nancy first because they left, they donated. Goodness, we're going to get through this. Can we just get to telepathy already? To just, my goodness, these words, this speech, it's been the hardest thing for me in this life. It's like, can we just all read minds? All right. Okay, we're done now. Yay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. All right. So here we go. Woo! Veronica. We're gonna start with Veronica. 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 Your your message is for me, Veronica. You heal when you allow yourself to feel. Because if you can't feel, you can't heal. And so this sacred geometry symbol, absorb, just feel it. Feel the frequency of sacred geometry. Feel the frequency of this sacred geometry symbol. And for those of you who can't ask for a message, a lot of these messages can be for you as well. If you resonate with the symbol, and that's it, the message and the sacred geometry, that frequency, it's for everyone, okay? So, here you go, Veronica. Let me write down, okay, Maureen. And so, anybody else like a message, just drop it in the comments. So, yes, you heal when you allow yourself to feel. I think this goes right hand in hand what we were talking about earlier with the purging and that the feeling, and it's good for you. And also, too, kudos because you are doing that and keep doing that. And so, yeah. You're doing great work with that. Great progress. Let me see, because you made a donation, let me see if there's anything else. And so, yeah, there's big changes for you, like within the next 6 weeks, moving, shifting something. But it's really good and beneficial for you. And so, yeah. Woohoo! There you go. Okay. I needed that hug. Oh, big hugs to you, Veronica. All right, Nancy. Nancy left a message. Nancy, you left me a message. Left a donation too. A love message. All right, Nancy. Let's see. Okay. Wow, that's really weird. Another one for myself. And I have other people's cards here. Know thyself and thou shalt know all. Look at the star in Nancy. You know what? This is validation to you too. Look at the 5-pointed star inside the 6, inside the Merkaba. What else? So Nancy, I really don't know you too well. I don't. Okay, so wow. Do the Essenes resonate with you? The Christ consciousness, that kind of, because it's like you are part of that. Yeah. What do they call it? A rosy, like a ruby Templar, a ruby Templar, a rosy Templar, roses, not the Rosicrucians, but and when I say Templar, we're talking this term goes back. It's very ancient, and they were very good. They were called Templars, not priests and priestesses. They were like Templars. They were higher, maybe higher frequency, but yeah, I see the star and then the rose for you too. So you're bringing back, bottom line, ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge. You have the keys, you have the codes, and you're sharing them with whatever you're doing in life. The healing. You're very involved with healing. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's it. Wow. That was powerful, Nancy. Definitely, because you were drawing me in with your beautiful woo energy. All right. Ruth, Robin, did you want a message too? Yeah. Robin. I knew it. All right. Let me read Robin's. Tiffany, go back and listen to when you used the tuning fork on the big crystal. I was thinking about your gnomes. I thought they started talking to me. You can hear a crazy voice, not the TV. Wow. Just listen like 4 times. Maybe, may I have a message, please? Yes, absolutely. Okay, I will go back and listen to that in the replay, Robin, and get back with you on that. That's wild. But, welcome to my world. But yeah, you see gnomes. I know people don't like gnomes, but let me tell you, gnomes in your home, you welcome them. They're good. They chase away the I made it clear. I have rules here. There's no trickster nothing here. There's nothing but love. I'm going to give you love. And I don't want any trickster nothing. And the gnomes keep away the little tricksters, gremlins and whatever. No. All right. Thanks for sharing that with me, Robin. I have to go back and listen. Everyone must go back and listen now. All right, so Richard was next. Richard, by the way, I love the video of you playing with your Tibetan. It's a singing bowl, but you can use singing bowls for healing too, if it's hammered into, and it's a very nice bowl, Richard. Um, so I enjoyed that video, and I know you're enjoying um, bonding and sharing that sacred space with that bowl, getting to know your instruments. Like Wendy appreciates that with the instruments that she plays. You've got to bond with it, right? So there you go. Yes, Teresa, y'all just stick with me. I'm going to read until I got everyone done. I'm sorry, we kind of ran over a little. There's a lot of information they wanted. Ah, burping. Nancy, yes, ancient wisdom and knowledge is my quest. It's your knowing. It's what you bring with you. It's already with you. You are, yeah, I know. I get you. Yes. All right. Let's see, Veronica. Robin, I have gnomes from my childhood and used to talk to them back then. Thank you for reminding me to talk to them again. Yes, gnomes love to. Love to talk to you. They're, and then the gnomes and the fairies, and then you get all sorts of conversation going on, and then the dog jumps in, and it's like, okay. Woohoo! So I like to put music on too because they'll dance, yay, you can hear them. It stops that chatter. Then they'll sing, you'll hear them. All right, let me put the cards down for a minute. Richard. All right, Richard. Focus back on Richard. Here we go, Richard. And yes, I feel this is a reminder that you do this. This is from Melissa Parks. Finally, practice what you preach. You do practice what you preach. You are living that. I don't want to really say preaching, but it's you are sharing your love and light, and you are being the person and treating others the way that you want to be treated. So this is validation for that. And just pay attention to this sacred geometry symbol. Whew. Okay. All right. There you go. Leave that with you, Richard. Thank you so much. All right. Destiny. Still vibrating? Here's Gayla Akashana, who will be returning to her show sometime in the next several weeks. Gayla Akashana, her shows are Thursdays at 3 p.m. I can't remember if it was 3 or 4. 3 p.m. Yeah, she had to take a little short break. Family. You have to take care of family issues. All right, Gayla. It's cleanse the heaviness out of your life. If this is a validation of your work, because you've been doing this, Destiny, and this looks like a sunflower. Doesn't this look like a sunflower? That sacred geometry symbol. Ooh, feel that frequency. Ooh, sunflower. So you've been cleansing the heaviness out of your life. Keep cleansing the heaviness out of your life. Keep like a sunflower, keep your face to the sun. Keep your face to the sun. Keep facing the sun. All right. And so there you go. All right, Linnell, here's a message for you. Do, 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 do. Ooh, Marcia Culver. Oh, this is, yeah, of course. Mermaids are reminding you to move with the flow, so lay back and breathe. And you know this. Absolutely. You got this. You merlion. Mermaid lion. Lioness. A mermaid lioness. That's what you are, a mermaid lioness. Anyway, concentrate on the sacred geometry symbol. Well, you have this deck of cards. So it's the Marcia Culver. Okay, so Destiny. Linnell, they pull this card and focus on it. Since you have this deck, they want you to pull this card and focus on this. Okay? And the links to get these cards, too, again, are in the description. The shop, Goldylocks Production shop. Destiny, because I had people waiting, no specific question, but I feel like it was answered for you anyway. And if not, go outside, put your face to the sun, breathe in the sun rays, and you will get your message, additional messages. All right, Maureen. I feel like a lot of these are validating what you even said too about listening to the 432 hertz before going to bed. Robin says yes. Music is medicine for the soul. Absolutely. But look at this sacred geometry symbol as well. Ooh, nice. Powerful. Almost can feel it pulsating, like to a beat with the music, right? Yeah. So leave that with you, Maureen. Thank you so much. Love you. All right, Ruth, you're next. Ruth. It's just another, you know what? You're another one, then. Yeah, I recognize you too, that ancient wisdom. Know thyself and thou shalt know all from me. But it's that same symbol, the star within the Merkaba. Or it looks like the Star of David, but please know that the Star of David is not a religious symbol. It goes way back further than that. The Merkaba, the star in the Merkaba, so you know thyself. And you definitely do. You share a lot of ancient wisdom and teachings, and you have those ancient codes too. That you share with others, just in your energy, being in your energy and your frequency. And I have to tell you that I really feel every Goldylocks Productions show host does that in their own unique way. And so, but it's recognizing you, giving you a nod. Maybe you've wondered past life. Absolutely, you carry that, and you always have. A fighter for the truth, always stood up for it. So, oh, wow. Thank you. Okay, Sarah, let me add you to the list real quick, Sarah. All right, so now we're on to Robin. Robin. I'm trying to be very careful because there's like multiple cards that want to come flying out of here. Okay. Marcia Culver, open your heart. Love and joy are all around you, and accept it. Open the heart. Don't let any of this pain, agitation, close your heart. Open the heart. Love and joy are all around you, but I want you to look at this amazing sacred geometry. Oh, you have this deck too. Robin, pull this card from Marcia, and because it might be hard to see every detail of this via the camera. They want you to pull this one. Actually, Robin, for you, pull this card from Marcia and put it by your bed for three nights. 3 nights. And before you drift off, take this sacred geometry symbol, put it over your heart. Read it and say, I'm opening my heart and I'm accepting the joy and the love. Okay? For three nights. It's just 3 nights. This one. Okay? All right, Robin, that's for you. Okay, let's see. Now, Teresa, hope you're still with me. Teresa. Teresa. Another one for me. Be the source frequency of love and light. You are, and it's validation, and keep being that source frequency of love, light. You know, I feel this is very powerful for you. I want you to look at this sacred geometry symbol, feel the frequency. Now the camera's having a hard time focusing because it's so powerful. Ooh. Be the source. So this is validation. Because as right now, as we're purging some really heavy stuff, we're even wondering, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? What the heck is going on? Who am I? Where am I? Am I okay? Am I doing all right? Yes, you are. Absolutely. Just keep being the lighthouse, the source frequency of love and light. Okay? So, yay! All right, Sarah. Anyone else? Or Sarah's going to be the last one. Does anybody else want a message that's watching? Put your comments in now. Sarah. Okay. I'm going to do 2. Because same one. Music by Robin is the medicine of the soul. That's a validation card for you. Absolutely. You know that, Miss. You sing and you're very much into music too. So this other card from Ruth, you have Robin and Ruth coming forward for you. Make your decisions through the eyes of love. Look at this. And for the eyes of love of self, Sarah, love for yourself. Love for yourself. It's not selfish to put yourself first. You cannot help anyone else if your cup is empty. If your heart is empty, if your heart is hurt or wounded and you got a shield around it, what does this hurt you? Make your decisions through the eyes of love. All right? To share that with you. Whew, man. Lots coming up, Sarah. Whew, you are doing some major purging too. Yeah. All right. Okay, so let's see, Robin. Holy moly, I needed this reminder similar to the message I got earlier. Thank you for the amazing show. Remember to go back and listen. Yeah, I'll listen to it. You're welcome, Richard. And just one other thing, too. One of the things that made me step aside, I just want to tell you that I was told that I would never be a good healer or psychic. And that I wear too much jewelry. You know, jewelry is, and aren't we ourselves are antennas, our spine. And we use jewelry, it's for protection. It helps me to ground. I feel protected. A lot of us do. I know, Robin, the Wonder Woman bracelets, right? Wonder Woman. Anyway, well, here I am. I'm not upset and mad at all those that told me that. I just send them love and light. And you know what? I stepped into my power, and I want each and every one of you to remember that and keep doing that. I believe in you. Continue to shine brightly, no matter what anyone else says, okay? If they can't be loving and supportive to you, then maybe you need to push them from your inside circle to your outside circle, and just arm's distance, love them from afar, and just you keep being the bright light. Everyone, you are doing amazing work, amazing light workers. Just keep with it. Keep shining, because that is what is needed. Keep shining brightly. Observe. No judgment, just observe. know that we're all struggling and trying right now. And, but you know what? It's all going to end wise. It's so beautiful. And just keep your eyes on that end result. Keep your heart shining brightly, and just keeping the love and light that you are. That's all I've got right now. Other than I love you, I love each and every one of you. You know what? I love and appreciate each and every one of you. We need to stop. I know that this is powerful. That's good. Um, Also, too, it's the hand over the heart, our sacred heart center, and then this to you is, I love you. This is always resonate with me. This is like that Christ consciousness of love and compassion, and I love you compassionately. I love you, soul, or our source. And they say soul sisters and brothers. We are all one family from God, from source. We're all one big divine family, and yeah, we're strong. Keep the light shining. Much love to each and every one of you. To next Sunday. Ooh, the last Sunday in March. Yay! Have a happy spring, a happy fall, wherever you are, and shine on.